Out in front of it, strike one. Here's the 0-1. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
0-2, so we'll do it again. Ooh, he saws him off with that one, but foul.
Well, chalk another one up for that pitcher. He's used to breaking bats, and he'll give you a little stare down after doing something like that every once in a while.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. And a fastball is swung on and missed, and there is your first out of the contest. And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
I think you're going to have to try to get on the board early and then don't let your foot off the gas. You've got to keep pressure on this club to not let them back in a ball game.
Into the box now, Martin Prado. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
And Fillmore usually gets high praise from most people for his command of the zone. Played if he spots it well, though.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And another foul ball. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. And with that, let's take a look at the defense for the New York Mets. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, Curtis Granderson, really known as an offensive outfielder, but he's very reliable defensively. Watched him run down a number of balls, still has a relatively decent arm, not your prototypical outfield arm, but good enough to play an all-star caliber outfield.
Into the windup and the pitch. Christian Yelich started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. On, could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. Rivera reaches out for the tag, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Wei-Yin Chen is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Marlins. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's got a career ERA under 4. For a starting pitcher, that is very dependable. They're just looking for a consistent start here in this one.
And soon to start the bottom of inning number 1.
Center fielder, Curtis Granderson.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. Prado comes up with it, and they get Granderson at first as he's unable to bunt his way aboard. And it doesn't look like the manager fully agrees with that out call at first. It appears he may opt to challenge it and have the play reviewed.
Yeah, he wasn't so sure that was the right call, and looking at it again right here, I don't know if I can tell for sure either. We'll wait to see what the guys in the dugout say after reviewing this play a couple of times, probably.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Mets have decided to challenge.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. Now the question is if there's enough video evidence to change the call to safe. And wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat the throw, and this might be a well-used challenge.
The decision appears to have been made as the headset comes off, and the runner is safe. So the call is overturned. The runner will stay at first base, and they maintain the right to challenge further plays going forward.
First base has been overturned, and the batter ruled safe.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Back to first, and that'll take care of Cabrera. It's a double play. Time now to take a look at Terry Collins' Mets starting lineup in this one. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if La Potencia, Jonas Cespedes, can keep it going. He's a home run threat every time he steps into the box. If they want to shut him down, they're going to have to be careful and keep the ball low in the zone. Don't give him anything he can drive.
Yoenis Cespedes will come on now, and no sooner did it look like they may have something started than the double play took it all away.
And that's especially tough when you figure the part of the lineup they're in. These are the guys you want to have hitting with runners on base.
Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike.
And that's the pitch that's going to give a lot of guys trouble, not just the superstars. That is big-time break right there.
Ground ball left side. Oh, and he took his eye off it as it's right through him into left.
And even if this doesn't lead to a run, it's important not to let this guy get out there and skate through the first inning, throwing as few pitches as he has. If nothing else, maybe you force him to throw another, I don't know, 5.
Jay Bruce is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike.
That's just a great spot for the fastball against a hitter like this. Just off the plate enough to make him offer, but not good enough that he can do anything with it.
Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. Big man will try to bunt his way aboard. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Mets strand 1. After 1, no score. Giancarlo Stanton makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Good setup, and the circle change hits the spot. 0-1.
You know, it's just so tough to pick out a pitch that you want against a guy like this. Everything he throws is either on a corner or moving like crazy. He's not the kind of guy that's going to give you a lot of options up there to hit.
And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Well, pitching like this deserves another look through as we check out the last 4 batters on show track. Here he was striking out the side the previous inning, and he starts things off here with another one. That's 4 in a row now.
Standing in now, Justin Bour. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
We're already at 4. Do I hear 5 strikeouts in a row?
And this is strike 3 called. Make it 5 straight punch-outs. 2 away now.
And he's feeling it out there now. I mean, that is 5 straight guys that he struck out now. His defenders may as well come on into the dugout and take a break because they're not even needed out there now.
Stepping in now, JT Realmuto. As he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike 1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
Hit to first. On to first with it is Loney, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here this half. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. David Wright strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Third baseman, David.
Chen's got his target. First pitch on the way. Oh, now and Wright gets into one here as he lifts this ball high and deep to left field. And this is called a foul ball. Maybe by a matter of inches that time. And now we're going to get a stoppage here as the 4 umpires will gather together near third base to discuss whether or not that was really a foul ball. And remember now, if there's any uncertainty, the umpires can go inside to get a look at the video feed from headquarters in New York. And I believe that's exactly what they're going to do. We'll give you a look at this from our own cameras and let you make the call for yourself. Okay, the umpires have emerged from the dugout with the ruling. And it is going to remain a foul ball. So they had it right the first time. But if there's any doubt, go inside and get this thing right. The windup and the 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. And they'll come back with 1 in the third as the count moves to 2-1 now. High in the air out to center field. Ozuna is under it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at the Miami D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, when you're talking about watching somebody throw a ball across the diamond, this guy throws it like a laser. Over at third base, doesn't have the great range, but if he gets his hands on it, oh my, can he throw it.
Into the box, Neil Walker, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Stanton, still going back. Gone! A solo home run here for Neil Walker. And the Mets are on the board first, 1-0.
Yeah, and this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
Batting 7.
Here's the first baseman, James Loney.
James Loney.
Now a swing and little pop-up here right behind home plate. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 0-1 on its way. Shows bunt as he gets this one down. Prado over to his left. And the throw to first will be in time, so they stamp out the bunt attempt.
This is always a tough play for a charging third baseman. Everything's got to go right, and you see the good transfer, then the sidearm fling off of the right foot, and he does a nice job of getting enough on that throw to make the play.
Into the box, Rene Rivera. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. The 0-1 delivery. And he falls behind 0-2. We're in the second, 1-0 Mets early on. Hit hard up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Well, he wasn't able to do anything with those two off speed. What you've got to do, you might get one pitch in an at-bat that you can handle, and he was able to make it count here.
In now, Noah Syndergaard, and he pops up the bunt attempt. A runner on first with 2 away. Liner towards second. In there, a base hit.
Kind of an interesting decision there. They give him one shot to get the bunt down. Then they take the bunt off with 1 strike, and he comes through with a base hit.
Curtis Granderson gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2.
And with 2 out and 2 on, I think you got to swing the bat.
The 0-2 delivery. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh, my goodness. The three of us are back with more following this. Some fans still trickling into the ballpark as we get you set for the top of inning number 3. Marcell Ozuna will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the 3rd inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
First pitch on its way. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. In for a strike. It's 1-1. First curveball of the day for him, and likely not the last.
No, he's got a good one. There's no doubt about that. He'll start it on the hip versus righties, and he'll backdoor it to lefties. 2 different locations, but equally effective.
Oh, he pulls the string on the circle change. 1-2.
And he's just running right through these guys. Absolutely worn them down.
And he reaches for one out of his own and misses rather badly for the first out.
And we're going to check out that sequence right here on Show Track. The first 3 pitches all going to be down in the strike zone. So you've got the guy thinking he's going to see something else down around the knees. But that's when they change things up and change the eye level of the hitter, and they get that last pitch by him right at the letters.
Here's Echeverria now, as he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike 1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Marlins are still on the lookout for their first hit of the ball game. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Oh, and it makes such a difference when that pitch is up a little bit. It's not a bad pitch, really. It's on the outside corner, but that slider so much easier to handle when it's belt high or higher, and he's able to just hit it hard the other way.
Into the box now, Wei-Yin Chen. And good awareness behind the plate as he'll make the quick basket catch for the second out.
The fastball up is the perfect pitch to throw when you think the guy's bunting. You know, a lot of times it's tough to get on top of it, and he winds up popping this one up.
Here's D. Gordon now, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Here comes the 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Two out with the man at first. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. Throw over to the bag, and the runner will get back standing. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Marlins leave 1. They still trail 1-0. Asdrubal Cabrera will come up now to kick off their half of the third. Seems like the hits have been coming fast and furious, EK, but not the runs.
Yeah, you figure if you get 5 hits in 2 innings, you're doing all right for yourselves. But like you said, they've only got 1 run to show for those 5 hits, so they'll need to capitalize a little better.
Chen into the windup. Here comes the first pitch. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And he comes up empty there on a pitch in the dirt and falls behind now 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Prado's throw to first gets him 1 away.
The left fielder, number 52, Yoenis Cespedes.
Striding into the box, Yoenis Cespedes. He reached on a single in his first try. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Ready to deal, here's the 1-1. Now here's a fly ball, well hit. Ozuna looks up, and this one is gone, a home run. A solo home run here off the bat of Yoenis Cespedes, as the Mets are out in front now, 2-0.
And that's already 2 home runs he's coughed up here in the first 2 and the 3rd innings. He's not fooling anybody out there, and they just keep pouring it on.
Now batting. Right
Here's Jay
fielder,
Bruce now.
Jay Bruce.
As he'll take a look at ball one. Now a bunt attempt, but he missed it, strike one. 1 out, nobody on. The slider that's cut on and missed for strike two. And he's bunting here with 2 strikes, but he misses, and that's a rather weak out, number 2.
Now, you know, even though he's given up 2 home runs, he's only down 2-0. I mean, his guys can get that back in no time. Even though he probably doesn't feel too good about things, he's still very much in this ballgame.
David Wright is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. That's by him for strike one.
And with 2 outs here and nobody on, if he gets a fastball like that one, he won't be afraid about airing one out here. This is a swing for the fences type situation.
Belted high in the air out to left. Yelich going back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Up next for the Mets.
Well, this is really a laser right here. You're going to see it pretty much go right over his head out there and left, and it'll one-hop the left field wall. That's going to allow his man to cruise into second with an easy double.
Here's Neil Walker. Maybe lucky to make contact there as this curveball's hit fouled off to the left-hand side. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swing and a flare hit toward right. Stanton coming on. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo shot. We played 3 full. It's now 2-0 New York. Martin Prado is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
A lot of people think that pitch will burn straight down, but it will work back a little bit towards righties, like that one did right there.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point, so his control has been really, really spot on so far.
In is Christian Yelich, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
Boy, he has been a first strike throwing machine, hasn't he? He's hardly been behind in the count all game long.
Line drive to left. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Just the second hit they've got against him so far as we check on his numbers to this point. He's pretty much been in control all afternoon, so we'll see if he can keep that string of zeros going.
Stepping in, Giancarlo Stanton. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And at least he's taken a few pitches here. You know, that's more than the rest of these guys can say.
No runs, 2 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. To 2-2 now. Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Well, most scouts rate players' attributes on a 20 to 80 scale, with 80 being considered elite. I'll tell you what, that's an 80 fastball. I don't mean miles per hour. He is bringing it, folks.
Standing in now, Justin Bour, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
This guy has been amazing. He's thrown a first pitch strike to around 80% of the batters he faced. And we're in the middle innings now, so you know he's doing well.
Yelich is running. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. Looking for his 10th strikeout. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here's the 0-2. Right side, hit hard. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
And here's where, on the mound, you got to tell yourself, you did everything right there. This was an 0-2 pitch, and he did a great job of getting him to hit it on the ground. Just happens to find a hole on the right side. I mean, what are you going to do?
JT Realmuto is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0.
very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. That evens it up, 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. 1-2. Back to the mound and off his leg. Throw to the plate. And he will get in there with their first run. It's a 2-1 game now.
Well, you know all the infielders are taught to try and knock a ball down in that RBI situation. But here on the mound, I don't think he had any choice. This one comes back at him and gets him flush. And by the time they all scramble around to find the ball, they have no chance of preventing that run from scoring.
Here's Marcell Ozuna, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
Looking to minimize the damage here. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
And with some of these guys, it's like they're in an 0-2 count before they even come to the plate.
2 down, runners at first and second. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
I think he's set up for that changeup again, Steve. Don't you?
I was thinking the same thing.
And he got him. Minimizing the damage at just a run. The inning is over. Marlins forced to settle for 1. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Mets lead this one 2-1. James Loney is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
First baseman, James Loney.
Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Chen gets the sign. 0-1 on its way. Misses the bunt attempt, and we'll see what's up now on 0-2. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Yelich able to take this one in, and there's your first out.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Rene Rivera is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike. 0-1.
And you know, you get stuck sometimes being that number 8 hitter, trying to work the count and trying to buy a little extra time for your pitcher. Now that's a pitch right down the middle that maybe a number 4 hitter jumps all over.
And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Here it comes on 0-2. chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Yelich is camped under this one, and that's out number 2.
Up next for the Mets, catcher Noah Syndergaard.
Noah Syndergaard will dig in. He singled his first time around.
Yeah, he showed a little prowess with the bat last time, and they may have to pitch him a little bit tougher right here.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. On couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. They lead it 2-1. Leading off the inning, Adeiny Echeverria, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Tried to hold back, but this is popped up, and no one will get this one. The 0-1 pitch. Called strike, 0-2. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
And if you want to see a guy get blown away at the plate, this is just one finger down 3 times in a row. He was just overmatched there.
Into the box, Wei-Yin Chen. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these two guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
D. Gordon will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick, or worse, it'll start becoming a mind game, and you'll start falling into some pretty bad habits.
And that misses inside 1-0.
And that's where, if I'm pitching, I just pour a fastball in there. You got to figure he'd be taking to give his pitcher a second or two to get himself together over in the dugout.
Oh, and he lays one down here, and this is going to be a tough play. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single.
Now batting, third baseman
Martin Prado stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Now you've got the tying run over at first, 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
5th inning, 2-1 our score. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He just might be up there taking pitches, waiting for that base runner to go, but he's not going to be able to take anymore.
Here it comes, 0-2. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Miami. They still trail it here 2-1. Back to the top of the order now. And standing in now is the dangerous center fielder, Curtis Granderson.
Center fielder, Curtis.
Chen's ready. Here's the pitch. In there, strike 1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Echeverria is there for it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
This has been the story all afternoon. They have just not been able to get on top of his fastball. Here's another pop-up to prove it.
So the leadoff man set down here for Asdrubal Cabrera. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Left side. Prado is there. Throw on to first takes care of him. Two very quick outs to start the home fifth.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Yoenis Cespedes comes forward now. A home run in his last at-bat.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike one.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Chopped weakly to the left. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. They still lead it 2-1. Christian Yelich will get us started here for Miami, and he'll have backup in the form of Giancarlo Stanton waiting on deck. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that's in there for strike one. For that man right there, just the one run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
He's been able to get outs when he needs them with that curveball, and there you see what his pitch breakdown has been so far.
Giancarlo Stanton ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Here's the pitch. A late swing on the slider, and quickly it's 0-2.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game.
And here's a look now at his pitches by inning so far. You can see he had troubles back in the fourth, but other than that, he's been around what you'd expect.
Justin Bour will come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3-4-5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
First delivery to him on the way. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0.
And that man right there, he's got to figure out some kind of combination to score some runs for him. They have really been scuffling.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. Grounded up the first baseline. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. And you can see on the graphic right here that that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
JT Realmuto stands in. He'll try to improve in this at-bat after grounding into a fielder's choice his last time up. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And, you know, whenever he's been in trouble on the mound, he's found a way to turn things around. And that's a good job to start this guy with strike one.
And here's a sinker that causes him to back away as that just about got him.
Boy, a 2-out single, now nearly a hit by pitch. You've got to be careful right here not to let this inning get away from you.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. I'll tell you, he's been living on that corner all afternoon.
And you can tell, guys at the plate, they're starting to get frustrated. He just hasn't made many mistakes at all. And when he has, they've been out of the zone.
And he struck him out. 16 for the ball game, and the inning is over. Jay Bruce will be the one to lead us off when we return. It's the Mets 2 and the Marlins 1. And there is Jay Bruce. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Right fielder, Jay Bruce.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Now a bunt attempt here, but this will get foul for strike 2. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Down and away.
This for a strike.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, he is definitely doing his part out there. You see his line so far. He's keeping his guys in the ball game. He's just not getting any help offensively.
David Wright steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Hit hard on the ground to second. Throw to first is in time to take care of Wright, and that's the second out.
And you just get the sense that he's got it on cruise control out there now. Make it 9 in a row he's set down.
Neil Walker will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the second inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Here's the first pitch to him. That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now as that ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3 as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. Getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Marcell Ozuna will stand in here to start the 7th. EK, it's been a pitching and defense afternoon all throughout.
Yeah, neither starter looking like he's ready to blink. Neither one of them looking all that tired just yet.
First pitch of the at-bat. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, a little surprising he didn't offer it that one. That was a dangerous spot for a good fastball hitter.
One and one. Here it comes. Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
And we've seen guys swing at that four-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Trying to strike him out for the third time. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Lifted into center field. Granderson has a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Yeah, not his most fluid swing there. You could see he wasn't really able to generate a whole lot of torque there, and this is an easy play out in center field.
Here's Echeverria now, as he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The pitcher
That's a
number
nice
54,
backhanded play there at second. You'd like to be able to get in front of this ball if you can, but here he does a nice job of looking it into the glove, and then he makes the throw to first for the out.
Ichiro Suzuki will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
51, Ichiro Suzuki.
And the 42-year-old looks at a called strike to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. Grounded down the third baseline. And this is going to get by right down the line. It's a fair ball.
Yeah, the tying runs on base now with 2 outs, and who knows? If this next guy can put one in the gap, we could have ourselves a tie ball game.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, D. Gordon. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
1-0 count. Here it is. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
Hard to believe he let that one go. I mean, that was right on a platter for him.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Rolled slowly to first. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. James Loney will be our leadoff man when we come back. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. It's the Mets 2 and the Marlins 1. Mike Dunn will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
Mike Dunn.
And there you see James Loney now. He'll match up with a new pitcher to begin their half of the 7th.
James Loney.
Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike 1. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Tries to drag his way on here, but now he's behind 1-2. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Ozuna. 1 away.
This is a big inning here. You're down only 1 with the heart of the order coming up next time you get in, so that's a good first step.
Rene Rivera will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Hit in the air to right field. Stanton has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Sometimes when you're facing the bottom third of an order, hey, just run it up there. Let him hit it. This is now back-to-back flyouts, and he hasn't had to work all that hard to get him.
Noah Syndergaard will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
And Ozuna will make the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the Mets. They lead it 2-1. Martin Prado will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Hansel Robles will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Hansel Robles.
Leading off the inning, Martin Prado, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1, so getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Walker has it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The left fielder, number 21, Christian Yelich.
Christian Yelich gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Our pitcher's duel continues here, 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Now batting.
How about that sequence right there? Fastball, fastball, and fastball again. No surprise what he's featuring out there today. Just straight hard stuff. And he gets the 3-pitch see you later.
Giancarlo Stanton now. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay. And
this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. tried to hold back, but this is popped up. And Wright will make the catch to retire the side. Curtis Granderson will start things off when we return. It's the Mets 2 and the Marlins 1. And here is Curtis Granderson now. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8th.
Center fielder, Curtis Granderson.
And that's waved at and missed for strike 1. This man out for his second inning of work. Did a nice job getting him 1, 2, 3 last time around.
Yeah, but that was against the 7, 8, 9 guys. Things may be a little more difficult here now that he has to face the top 3 in the lineup.
Runs up and gets this one down. And they get Granderson at first as he's unable to bunt his way aboard.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right here. It's been such a struggle for these guys to score runs so far. He's thinking about taking a little bit of a different approach up there. He had the right idea. It just didn't really work out for him.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. And right away he chases a fastball. Not the best effort there, and it's strike 1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Rounding first is Cabrera on his way to second now. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double.
Well, these guys know the deal from an offensive standpoint. They've got to add on to give their bullpen just a little more breathing room. And this is a good start as he jumps all over this one and drives it for 2 bases.
Yoenis Cespedes takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, a base hit right through the infield would probably do it, but you can bet those guys in the outfield are going to be coming up gunning if they get any chance at all.
And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
And now what do you go with here on the 1-2 count? I got a feeling that this one won't be in the strike zone either.
One and two, here it comes. Got him swinging in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
He's in there.
Well, that's some good aggressive base running right there. He knows the play's probably going to first, so he takes off and makes it up to third on the strikeout.
Jay Bruce will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. But he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Now the runner's on his way home. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Ozuna has it in his tracks. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Mets leave 1. They still lead it 2-1. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Justin Bour, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Jerry Familia is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th. Striding in to start the 9th, Justin Bour, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now. Way outside. 1-2.
Yeah, a smart pitch there. If you got him to reach for it 0-1, maybe he'll do it again 0-2.
And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out.
One thing we can say about this game, neither team's been afraid to swing the bat. I mean, here we are this late into the ball game, and we still haven't seen our first walk.
JT Realmuto stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First offering on its way. Bruce will come over for a look, but this will wind up back in the crowd, a foul ball. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
Down 0-2 after 2 great sliders. He's got his work cut out for him now.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
And that may have been one of those, let's just see if we can get him to chase one more time. Not a bad idea.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch.
Ball club watching this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, and now they're an out away from wrapping this thing up.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Walker's got it. Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
Yeah, you know, this game kind of felt like it could have been played back in 1968. Very well played, very low scoring, very quick game, too. I'll tell you, I could go for a few more of these this year. That'd be okay by me.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Mets come out on top 2-1. So long from New York.
The final line score for this afternoon's